Welcome to the Small Business Report with your co-host, Carl Brown, the Executive Director of the DC Small Business Development Center, and Sharon Morton. They're bringing you all the tools you need to succeed. Stay tuned for expert advice for business owners, subject matter experts, and government agencies on how to start, grow, and finance your business right here at HUR Voices on Sirius XM, Channel 141. The Small Business Report will be right back with a show you don't want to miss after these messages.
Hey, Small Business Report listeners, are you a small or mid-sized business? Let BDPAtoday.com help you leverage emerging technologies and digital innovations to transform your business.
BDPAtoday.com will highlight your organization's innovations, solutions, and success stories. Let BDPAtoday.com publish your branded videos, blogs, and photos to a national tech industry audience and assist with your awareness building campaign. With BDPAtoday.com, you can network with qualified and certified tech professionals and get access to developers, gamers, hackers, and interns to join your team for short or long-term projects.
Visit BDPAtoday.com for true digital transformation that will drive competitive advantage to your organization.
That's BDPAtoday.com.
This is HUR Voices on Sirius XM Radio Channel 141 with your hosts Carl Brown and Sharon Morton.
Welcome to the Small Business Report here on Sirius XM Channel 141, HUR Voices. And this is your host, Carl Brown, and I got with me my girl, my main squeeze,
Sharon Morton, your sidekick for the last 100 years on and off, right, Carl? Listen,
absolutely.
Carl, I want everybody to go to, wait, Carl, I got to do what you always tell me. I got to plug. I got to tell people to go to MortonMediaTV.com.
Oh, yeah, do
if
that.
They want a radio commercial, a television commercial. They want some public relations for their business. They need a mistress of ceremonies. Call me or get in touch with me, MortonMediaTV.com. But yeah, so
there you go.
We got a good show, right, Carl?
We always do. I mean, you know, this week has been a special week because it was my birthday week.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the emails, text messages, posts on Facebook, LinkedIn have been just heartwarming.
Yes.
And, you know, folks, you know, like yesterday I was on a Zoom call, you know, friends and not even friends, but just people I just met were like, hey man, we wanted to let you know that your show has been an inspiration.
Wow.
You are helping guide businesses. I mean, they listen to the show.
That's
great. I mean, we're blessed. And, you know, every week we bring in really good guests. We try to fill the gap that small businesses have. And that, you know, folks can listen to the show when it's on the air or go to our website, the smallbusinessreport.biz, and listen to previous shows and still learn about, you know, different things to keep them in business. So,
and you know what, Carl, with this last 60 seconds, people listening to the show is just almost like them coming into a small business development center because you give them all the information. We provide them all of the information that you give to the folks that come in or, well, now it's virtual, but that meet with all of your folks to get business advice. It's just like getting free advice. If they can't make it into a center, they can listen to the show. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we got Michael Johnson coming in, JL Michaels Custom Clothiers. He's going to be on the show. And then we got one of my counselors later on, the well-known Stacey Palmer. So
I love Stacey.
We'll be right back after these messages. Are you in trouble with the IRS? Whether you owe federal or state taxes, are under audit, or need to dispute your case in tax court, don't go up against the IRS alone. Let the tax experts at the law office of Beverly Winstead fight for you. With more than 15 years of tax law experience, The law office of Beverly Winstead has successfully negotiated settlements, reduced payments, and won disputes against the IRS for its clients. Go to www.irshelpattorneys.com for tax resolution for you or your business, or call 301-306-1234. The law office of Beverly Winstead, you're not alone. Call 301-306-1234.
Are you a business owner and your business needs a boost? Are you ready to build or grow a profitable business that delivers new clients and customers to you every month? Have your business highlighted on a national radio show or TV network. Let MortonMediaTV.com help you get the maximum exposure your business deserves so that you can get the customers you need. MortonMediaTV.com will help you start or grow your business rapidly through the power of TV and radio. You can reach hundreds of thousands of viewers and listeners who want to buy your product or service. At MortonMediaTV.com, our mission is to teach business owners how to use the media to their benefit. You can become a thriving entrepreneur and achieve the financial freedom you've always dreamed about. Go to MortonMediaTV.com and get your business on TV or radio for the maximum exposure you deserve and the customers you need. That's MortonMediaTV.com.
Hey, Small Business Report listeners, this is your host, Carl Brown and Sharon Morton. Are you a growing small or mid-sized government contractor ready to reduce your back office costs? Do you want to maximize your compliance and minimize risk managing contracts? Move your business to the next level of success with At-Work Systems.
At-Work's OneLink solution provides electronic self-services to every employee, greatly reducing frustrating paperwork. Your managers get out-of-the-box processes that increases productivity, improves control, and eliminates surprises. And most importantly, your executives get the real-time data and analysis needed to make better decisions.
Take it from us here on the Small Business Report on SiriusXM. Let At-Work Systems streamline your back office and save you money while doing it.
Visit exploreatwork.com now and receive your free demo and business assessment. That's exploreatwork.com.
This is HUR Voices on Sirius XM Radio Channel 141 with your hosts Carl Brown and Sharon Morton.
Welcome back to the Small Business Report here on Sirius XM Channel 141. And as we promised, we got Mr. Michael Johnson, J.L. Michaels Custom Clothers. And let me tell you something, the fashion that this brother brings to the table is unmatched.
Wow.
I mean, he has been a designer since the age of 5. You know, talk about knowing what you want to do in life. And I'm going to tell you, y'all can go to Facebook or whatever and check his stuff out. But I'm going to tell you, it is really fabulous.
Yes.
If you want to look good, you need to reach out to my man, Michael.
Yeah,
welcome. So Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys so much. That was very generous. I appreciate that.
You got to make sure you tell everybody how to get in touch with you too.
Yeah, please do.
Absolutely. Should I start with that or?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Because you want.
Sure.
Hey, check it out. Send them to your social media so they can see what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And thanks again. So you can reach us on social media, all the platforms for the most part. You can go to Facebook at JL Michaels. You can go to Instagram, JL Michaels _custom clothiers, and check us out there. Or you can go to www.jlmichaels.com, or you can actually visit us in person because we do take in-person visits. We also do virtual visits as well, but we're located at 14412 Old Mill Road, Suite 201 in Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Oh, and do you help folks who are like in another state? Because you're in Maryland, so if somebody from New York is interested, they can just go on your website or hit you up on platforms, right?
Yeah, great question. Yeah, we actually do. We're global, by the way, and so we
Okay,
help
that's what I'm
people
talking
all
about.
over the world. Yeah, COVID, we'll talk about it, I guess, in a minute, but COVID is really expanding our business in that way. But we actually do virtual appointments. So I'm able to do measurements or take measurements, show fabrics, display the different wares we have, via internet, whether you have
Wow.
Facebook Messenger, if you're using, FaceTime or whatever the case is. We use all of those different platforms, Zoom, everything you can think of to kind of get the word out there and to do these virtual fittings and take care of appointments.
See,
About
that's what I'm
pivoting,
talking
Carl.
about. That's
Yeah.
what that's what I'm talking about because retail it has really taken a hit.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
a lot of people are really they haven't really gone out into retail yet the way we used to be way back before the COVID hit. Folks are still scared to go into a store. I mean, you can drive by malls right now and there's
Yeah.
half the parking. I
Right.
mean, there's plenty of parking spaces. I mean, before you couldn't get near the door, now you can drive up to the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
to hear what Mike is talking about is just phenomenal because he was able to pivot and go into a whole another financial revenue stream to help him and his family during this COVID environment.
Hey, tell us about your
Absolutely.
business, Michael. Tell us exactly what you do. And are you
Yeah,
all
thank you so
custom or do you have anything off the rack? I know you have hats and TAMs and stuff, but yeah, tell us about your business.
Absolutely. So we are fully, for the most part, we're segmented into different parts of the business, but we do image consulting, we do stylist work, we do custom for men and women, by the way.
Oh,
And then
good.
also we have a full line of footwear, headwear, jewelry, outerwear, and some other things as well. But the biggest part of our business is primarily custom, but just right on the heels of our custom business is our hat business. And
Mm-hmm.
just speaking a little bit about pivoting, we've been really really blessed in COVID, and so I want other business owners, especially small business owners, but especially small Black business owners, to know and be encouraged that we can make it out here. You have to do some things a little bit different. You got to be a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
creative. You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have to not sit back and wait for the client to come to you. You're gonna have to be almost like a vigilante. You got to kind of, in some
Yeah.
ways, I want to say, stalk your customers, because the days of just waiting for them to come into your doors are probably
Right.
probably not going to happen as often as they used to. And so you got to take a different tactic, to stay afloat. But our hat business is really taking off. We actually have what's called off the rack hats, but we also do custom hats, and we also have a new line of business which is called semi-custom, where we'll take your hat or a hat that we have and you purchase from us, and we'll actually accessorize it for you, which is a
Oh,
new
love
lane
it.
for us, that no
Yeah,
one
like
else
with
is
a
really
sorority
into.
name, like with an Alpha Kappa Alpha.
Absolutely. Or like
Or
Kappa
Kappa
Alpha
Alpha
Psi.
Psi. I
Uh,
That's
saw the
right.
I saw
yeah,
the
That's
blazer on
right.
your website. I saw that red blazer, that Kappa Alpha
That's
Psi
right, Noop.
blazer. And
yeah,
I
yeah,
saw
Noop's
the
in the
yeah.
bracelet.
house.
I like the
Yes,
bracelet.
sir. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So we try to make sure we touch as much as we possibly can. That's one of the things that, when you are in business as an entrepreneur, you're also a creative. And so you have to take your creative talents and put them to work for you. So I'm always thinking about how can I create a new stream of revenue. And
Hmm.
one of the biggest for us has been this hat business, because there's so many different things you could do. Some people just sell hats, but that's not what we do. We've looked at, accessorizing hats, which is a huge deal now. Like if you look at
Yeah.
any celebrity, I don't care if they're singers, I don't care if they're entertainers, dancers, everyone right now, women especially. My
Yeah.
biggest clients are women in terms of hats. I mean,
Right.
it's just really taken off, especially in COVID. And so we realized that, and we were like, you know what? If we start adding some other dimensions to selling hats, such as accessorizing them, that's a
Hmm.
whole nother industry all in of itself. And so, where some people are just, able to sell a hat, we're able to say, hey, we can clean hats, we can steam hats, we can reshape hats, we can accessorize hats. So you talk about right there, that's four different ways that you can make hats, not even including the sale of a hat itself.
Yeah, four different
So,
ways to make more
just to
Mm.
know.
money. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm always thinking about that. I'm like, so one of the other things we did during COVID, because my custom business took a little bit of a hit because no one is really wearing custom, we
Right.
actually refocused on even the custom, saying, hey, let's focus on our custom jeans. So my sister-in-law's friend came to me probably about 4 years ago, and she said, "Hey, Mike, there is no one making jeans for African American women who are, typically curvy women." And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm not in that space. And she was like, "You should really consider it because that's a good lane to jump in." And
Mm-hmm.
so I said, "You know what? Maybe I'll take a look at it." And I did. I started looking to try to figure out how we would do it. And one of the things that happened was it's like, it's hard to find somebody who can help me do this. So let me start with men and let me see what I can come up with. And then we can kind of flip this to help women. And so what happened was I was literally able to do that. And I got with the manufacturer for jeans. And it wound up being a great business, not just for women, but for men, because we started adding the stretch fabric to the denim for men.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
this was
wow. For men?
revolutionary
Yeah, because usually it's the
for
women
men.
that love that stretch. Not, I've never heard of it for men.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it for men because, and this is what I found, is that the jeans are so much more softer, they're more comfortable. I'm telling you, it's like wearing a sweatsuit, but you're wearing jeans. And so the jeans bend with you every time you bend. I mean, just an absolute beautiful, beautiful thing. And so we went back to the ladies and we were able to develop a pair of jeans as well for them, for ladies, not just curvy, but tall, thin.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I had a young lady who was an athlete and she was like, "We need something for athletic women." I was like, "Got you." So we were able to do that so that now when a lady puts on, especially a curvy lady puts on a pair of jeans, it fits your waist perfectly. It fits your hip perfectly. It fits your butt
Yeah.
perfectly. It fits your thighs
Mm-hmm.
perfectly. It fits your calves perfectly. So that was another winner for us. And then we just moved out into doing different types of blazers, different shirts, the whole 9 yards, just to be able to make sure we could stay in the game and stay afloat.
Hey,
And
Michael,
so
I
just
was
that,
I was going to ask you
sure, go
real
ahead.
quick. You know, when I was looking at your website, at the hats, I was wondering if you would consider, I don't know, but like during Derby season, well, of course, last year the Derby was canceled and this year probably
Yep.
will be, I don't know. But, I love fascinators, the hats that you wear to the Derbies. And I haven't found a Black-owned company that makes them. And I know
Yeah, you have.
so many women. I have. You make them. I don't see them on your website. Let's talk
Absolutely.
about that on the
Just
other and let's talk about that on the other side of the break because we have to get ready to go to break. Okay.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
we'll be right back after these messages here on the Small Business Report on SiriusXM Radio Channel 141 HUR Voices. Hey, Small Business Report listeners. We've said goodbye to summer and it's time for things to get back to our everyday autumn groove. With so much changing around us, it's difficult to find that extra time for you. With Plexiderm, all you need is 10 minutes and you can look 10 years younger. Plexiderm is a clinically studied serum that gives your appearance the right kind of changes. Visibly reduce wrinkles, fine lines, and even under eye bags in minutes. Take up to 10 years off your appearance in less than 10 minutes. The results will last for hours. Try a 6-application trial pack for just $14.95 with free shipping when you visit tryplexiderm.com or call 800-685-1292 and use the code SMALL. This order comes with free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Make those wrinkles, lines, and under eye bags disappear with Plexiderm. Visit tryplexiderm.com or call 800-685-1292 and say the code SMALL at checkout. Get ready for skincare and makeup that will heal your mind, body, and soul. SkinDeepBeautyStore.com is a totally organic and vegan skincare and makeup line that you'll love using because what you put on your body is just as important as what you put in it. Choose from our organic moisturizers, anti-aging serums, natural and fruit-based scrubs, masks, lipsticks, and glosses. No more worries about harsh chemicals being absorbed into your skin. It's time to commit to your health and wellness. SkinDeepBeautyStore.com is your one-stop, cruelty-free skincare and makeup shop with safe and environmentally friendly ingredients for the love of you. Visit us at SkinDeepBeautyStore.com. That's SkinDeepBeautyStore.com.
Tune in to the Skin Deep Show with host Sharon Morton as she engages your senses and examines the issues affecting Black skin and its treatment in every facet of life, from beauty, health, and wellness to social injustice and mass incarceration. It's a show designed to stimulate your mind, body, and soul.
Don't miss it, the Skin Deep Show, every Friday at 5:30 p.m. and Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on SiriusXM Channel 141 HUR Voices.
Do you need expert advice from successful business leaders on how to start, grow, and finance your business? Tune in every week to the Small Business Report at HUR Voices on Sirius XM Channel 141 with your hosts Carl Brown and Sharon Morton. The Small Business Report gives you, the small business owner, and those thinking about starting a business, expert advice from successful business leaders around the country. Visit us at smallbusinessreport.biz and like us on Facebook. The Small Business Report, giving you the tools you need to succeed. This is HUR Voices on Sirius XM Radio Channel 141 with your hosts Carl Brown and Sharon Morton.
Welcome back to the Small Business Report here on Sirius XM Radio, Channel 141 HUR Voices. We're talking to Michael Johnson. He's the CEO of JL Michaels Custom Clothiers. And you all really need to go to his website, jlmike.com. And we were talking before the break, Michael. I was asking you, do you make like hats for derbies, like the Kentucky Derby? I'm always looking for a really beautiful and different fascinator. And I was wondering if that's something that you do or can do or will do.
Absolutely. That's I'm glad you mentioned that, Sharon, because I do want people to know this. Two quick things. So yes, I am the CEO, but I have a co-partner, my wife, Stephanie Johnson. I just want to make sure people know this, that
That's
she
good.
is
Yes.
absolutely 50% of this business.
Good.
I
Okay.
handle a lot of things, but she is definitely a 100% partner, owns 50% of this thing. That's first. And then second, yes, Sharon, this is one of the things that also as a entrepreneur and a small business owner, you have to be able to take on new things. So when clients come to me and say, "Hey, Mike, can you do this?" My first thing is absolutely yes. Let me look into that to see if I can do it. So to answer your question, we absolutely can. We make hats. We do, like I told you, semi-custom program, all those different
Mm-hmm.
kinds of things. And the reason partly you haven't seen the derbies on or hats that typically are worn during the derby season online just yet for us is because we've literally just started selling out spring hats. So I think
Oh,
last
okay.
week we just started getting them in. So we're going to start putting them up on site.
Oh, I
But
can't
that's one of my
wait.
favorite times. Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite times of year as well. So like all of these boaters for men and even the
Yeah.
women, it's such a beautiful thing to see these
It's
women
so
just wear these hats.
beautiful. Oh, the hats
Oh
are
my God.
gorgeous. I won a hat contest in
Uh-oh.
2000. Yeah, when was the 2019? 2020, everything was canceled, but 2019 had a beautiful green feather
Mm.
fascinator. And so I'm always looking for something different. But anyway, okay, well, tell us how you
Yeah,
got
we
into
should
the
definitely
clothing
get
business.
together.
Oh, okay, I'd love to. I'd
Yeah,
Absolutely.
love to. What were you gonna say,
yeah.
Carl?
I want to piggyback on what Sharon said. Tell us how you got into this business.
Absolutely. So I for about 20 years I owned an IT business. This is really what's interesting. And I had a contract. My last contract I had was actually with SiriusXM. So
Wow.
I literally worked with them out of the DC and New York offices. But something happened towards the end of my contract, and I knew it wasn't going to be renewed. My wife said to me, "Hey, Mike, let's take a turn and focus primarily on the clothing business because I've had both business for the same amount of time, but I've only worked part time in the retail space only because I just didn't have the time to do it because I had the IT business going. It was very successful, and so I traveled the world and doing these other things, and so I just couldn't do it the way I wanted to. So she said, "Look, at the end of this contract, please just focus on that because if you do, I think if you spend 10% of the time you spend in IT that you spend in this business, we'll be way more successful. I think we'll hit
Mhm.
the million mark a lot faster." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Are you sure?" And she was like, "Yeah, don't get another contract. Just focus on this." And so I did. But the way I got into the business was probably at about the age of 5 years old. I love suits. If you go on my Instagram or Facebook page, you can see pictures from me at like 5 and 6 years old where I'm wearing three-piece suits, ties, the whole nine yards. And I got
Who
that
was
from my
dressing
dad. My
you?
dad was
Oh, your dad.
uh,
Okay.
my dad. Well, my mom was dressing me, but I was influenced by my father. So my father is a huge dresser. This guy he dressed his butt off, and I always loved how he dressed. And I was like, one day I'll be able to do that. And so I think I was probably about 30, And I started selling bow ties because I was wearing bow ties, and I had a lot of men ask me, "Hey man, where are you getting these bow ties?" And I was being asked so often, I was like, you know what, I should start selling them. So
Mm-hmm.
one year I sold bow ties out of my house. I just sold bow ties, and it got so good. I was like, you know what, I should add ties to this line. So the next year
Yeah.
I added ties. So for about 2 years, I did the ties and bow ties. And I said, you know what? I should do shirts because that is what goes next. I added shirts to the line. And the next thing you know, I was like, you know what? I just need to get fully into the business all the way and started selling shirts, suits, shoes, everything.
Mm.
And it just blossomed. And in 2012, I told my wife, I said, look, I can't operate out of the house anymore. I need to operate out of our own business, like a full brick and mortar. And so I located a space. I came in and ripped the place up from top to bottom. And what we have today is JL Michaels Custom Clothes. And again, I would love for you guys to visit our studio because that's exactly what it is. It's a full studio, haberdashery, boutique for men. And we spent a lot of time, a lot of energy, very focused on making it a very comfortable, beautiful establishment where you can shop and also kind of have fun at the same time.
Okay. Do you serve champagne?
Listen, we serve whatever. Listen, I wasn't going to talk about that because I wasn't sure how we do that. But yeah, we serve a little bit of this, we serve a little bit of that. How about I put it that way?
There you go.
Okay. And look, I'm
You
talking out the
got
side of my neck, Michael, because I don't even drink, but I have girlfriends who do. So if we ever stop by, be prepared. They're going to be waiting for you to serve them some champagne or something. But yeah, I would
now. I'm
Absolutely.
love
gonna
And
to
what
tell
we try to
you.
do is we prepare in advance. So I just, as long as I know you're coming and where you're coming, which I would actually do that, we would try to tee up your favorite beverage and do it that way.
Okay, okay.
Hey, where my dad shopped in New York, that's what they did. They had like nice chairs and everything. It was like a
Yep,
living room,
Yeah.
and you can go in
absolutely.
there and they sit down and they bring you a glass of wine, champagne, or if you
Hmm.
wanted some Johnny Walker or whatever, they bring that to you. And
Yeah.
you watch,
Now let
they
me say
bring
this.
out the fabrics and all that.
Yep,
Yeah,
Go ahead, Mike.
and
absolutely
I
do
go
all
to
of that.
I was going to say, Michael, I go to a nail salon, and that's what they do. They have a really beautiful bar in the nail salon, and they serve you whatever you want to drink: wine, champagne, juice, water, soda, snacks, and it really adds to their business model. But you were going to say
It,
something.
no, I was going to say you're absolutely right. And so one of the things I try to tell entrepreneurs is sometimes you have to go a little bit above and beyond to compete with
Mm-hmm.
your competitors, some of your
Mm-hmm.
larger competitors, and that's one way you do it. We've actually added two dimensions to our business just on top of what you're saying. So we realize in this space that for some of our clients, they want also an entertainment portion, excuse me, of their shopping experience. So we've
Mm.
expanded our shopping experience to include somewhat entertainment. So when you come in, that does include, the beverages and some snacks and things like that. But what we're looking to do now is I'm literally looking for another space during COVID, by the way, looking for
Wow.
another space where it's two levels. The first level is the shopping experience, but the second level is the entertainment portion. So when you come upstairs,
Yep.
there's a full bar, there's food, there's music, there are televisions, there's meeting spaces, there's a terrace, there's cigars. So if you want to
Mm.
come in and you don't just want to shop, but you want this whole other experience built on top of shopping, then you have all of that. So that's where we're getting ready to go with our business because a lot of my clients like bourbon, they like cigars, and they want a place and sometimes a private place and space
Mm-hmm.
to come and
Mm-hmm.
kind of hang out and shop at the same time. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it.
And
That's the next step.
after COVID is
Oh,
over,
that,
everybody's
that
going to be
that's the
looking for
future.
somewhere to go. Yeah, yeah. Listen,
Look,
Absolutely.
we only have 2.5 minutes left. Oh, you were getting ready to
yeah.
say
So give
something,
them your
Carl.
contact info. Give them your
Yeah,
contact info again, Mike.
Absolutely. Yep, we're located at 14412 Old Mill Road, Suite 201 in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. You can reach us online at www.jlmichaels.com. You can also call us 240-398-6524. And just real
yeah.
quick, so we offer what's called bespoke services and custom. And the main difference being with bespoke, there are no limits to what we can do. So whatever your mind can conceive, we can do it for you. So if you're looking for
There you go.
something that's out of the way that no one else has been able to make for you, in the way of some people call it custom, you should definitely come see us. I don't care if it's a coat, a pair of shoes, a shirt, a tie, a bow tie, suits, whatever the case might be. Please consider us, and we would love to help you. And then one other thing, we are also big on giving back to other Black businesses. So I share my platform with other Black businesses who, who may not have gotten yet to the place where we are, because I realize that the only way we're going to make it is if we help one another.
That's
And
right.
because I've been able to do that and I've shared my space, other people have opened up their spaces to me, which has helped me create a bigger platform and, help our business to grow.
That's a great thing.
Man, that's
Well,
amazing, man.
yeah, I
Thank you,
mean, this has
Newt.
been a great segment. Yeah, a really
Thank
good
you, Fi.
segment.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, and
Absolutely, brother.
happy that you're here, and once COVID is over, I can't wait to come visit because you're not far from me. But everybody should know it doesn't matter. You do not have to live in Maryland. JL Michaels Custom Clothiers can come to you virtually. So we
Absolutely.
thank you again, Michael, for being our guest. We've got to go to
Thank
commercial.
you.
We'll be right back after these
Thank you, guys.
messages here on the Small Business Report.
Hey, Small Business Report listeners, are you a small or mid-sized business? Let BDPAtoday.com help you leverage emerging technologies and digital innovations to transform your business.
BDPAtoday.com will highlight your organization's innovations, solutions, and success stories. Let BDPAtoday.com publish your branded videos, blogs, and photos to a national tech industry audience and assist with your awareness building campaign. With BDPAtoday.com, you can network with qualified and certified tech professionals and get access to developers, gamers, hackers, and interns to join your team for short or long-term projects.
Visit BDPAtoday.com for true digital transformation that will drive competitive advantage to your organization.
That's BDPAtoday.com. Computer systems in cars are the new normal, from electronically controlled transmissions to dozens of sensors. So when something breaks, it could cost a fortune. That's why I have CarShield. CarShield has affordable protection plans that can save you thousands for a covered repair, including computers and electronics. The people at CarShield understand payment flexibility is a must. Monthly plans can be customized to your needs with rates as low as $99 a month. No long-term contracts. At CarShield, you get to choose your favorite mechanic or dealership, and CarShield takes care of the rest. They offer complimentary 24/7 roadside assistance and a rental car while yours is being repaired. CarShield has helped over 1 million customers. For as low as $99 a month, you can protect yourself from surprises and save thousands for a covered repair. Call 800-CAR-6000 and mention code REPORT, or visit carshield.com and use code REPORT to save 10%. That's carshield.com, code REPORT. A deductible may apply.
Are you in trouble with the IRS? Whether your federal or state taxes are under audit or need to dispute your case in tax court, don't go up against the IRS alone. Let the tax experts at the law office of Beverly Winstead fight for you. With more than 15 years of tax law experience, the law office of Beverly Winstead has successfully negotiated settlements, reduced payments, and won disputes against the IRS for its clients. Go to www.irshelpattorneys.com for tax resolution for you or your business, or call 301-306-1234. The law office of Beverly Winstead, you're not alone. Call 301-306-1234.
This is HUR Voices on Sirius XM Radio Channel 141 with your hosts Carl Brown and Sharon Moore.
Welcome back to the Small Business Report here on Sirius XM Channel 141. And as promised, we got Miss Stacey Palmer. She is one of our counselors at the DC Small Business Development Center, and she's one of our social media specialists. And I'm going to tell you something, and Stacey works like 24 hours a day.
Yeah, she
Because I
does.
send her emails at midnight and she's still answering them.
Yeah, Stacey's
I
always been
mean,
a hard worker.
yeah, our job don't end at 9 to 5.
Right,
We don't
girl.
have a 9 to 5 because we are working with literally thousands of small businesses in Washington D.C. and
Hmm.
we are helping them keep the doors open and putting food on their tables and keeping their revenue coming in. So it's not
That's
like
a
we can just
24-hour
take a
job.
break. It
Yeah,
it is a
yeah.
24-hour job.
Hmm.
I call my team the frontline workers because believe me,
Yeah.
they're not doctors and nurses, but they are working with small businesses that are catering to the general public, and it's not an easy job. I mean, when you're talking about the pandemic and loss of 25 to 75% of your customers, and
Hmm. Hmm.
having to pivot when you don't even have money to pivot. You can't
Right.
pay your rent on your business and all kind of craziness that we got to deal with. And then you got a bright light like Stacey
Stacey.
Palmer, who's just
Mhm.
hangs in there every day, post all kind of resources for the small businesses on our website, dcsbdc.org. I mean, anytime we get any vital information, we send it to Stacey, and it's up and running, within an hour.
Yeah.
So,
And
you
thank you
know,
so much
it's,
for that too, Stacey, because you've made us super popular, especially on Facebook, with all of the great posts and the great information that you post that helps so many small businesses. So thank you for being on the show. Is this your first? No, this is not your first time on the
Second,
show, is it, Stacey?
nah, this ain't no
my
first
I
second.
time.
didn't think
Yep.
It's my
so.
second.
Second,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
tell us all about
So,
what you do. What we already know how special you are. Tell everybody how special you
Oh,
are.
oh wow. I think the best way to explain what I do is I do everything my clients everything that my clients don't do. So I don't do what they do, but any support I offer them. So if it's social media marketing, if it's event planning, if it's website design, if it's graphic design. So I just whatever that they do, I just let them do what they do, and all the support functions I take care of. But my
Hmm.
heart is with social media and marketing and helping small businesses and entrepreneurs let people know that they're actually doing those things.
Oh, okay. So if a small business needs someone to post for them, if they need someone to help them with a website, if they need somebody to help them with brochures, you're the person for them to work with because you can help them with all of
Yes,
that, right?
yes. Hmm.
Okay, yeah. And you've been doing
yeah, I
that.
mean, she
Go ahead,
she
Carl.
made us look good. I mean, at the
Yes,
end of the
and still
day,
does.
I mean, when I got there 5 years ago, believe me, I mean, it was a website that had not been updated in like 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And we said, I sat down and said, look, we got to look modern. We have to look like people that are, that actually do work here.
And that are
And she is
experts in
take
helping small
and that
businesses.
are experts. I mean, if your website looks like it's 20 years old, people are not, they're not going to come to you for current advice. They're
Right.
going to be like, yo, this is a dinosaur. Let it
Right,
die.
right.
And and not only with the website, but all of our marketing material. I mean, we for whatever reason there wasn't a whole lot of marketing material, and so and if there's no marketing material, that means there's no outreach. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be the best kept secret. I want to be busy, and
Right.
she has
Yeah.
made us busy. I mean, we did over 4,600 hours of counseling last year. That was over 2,000 more than we did the previous year. And so I'm looking to build on that, because we're
Mm-hmm.
there
Mm-hmm.
for the businesses. So she is helping us achieve our goals.
Yeah.
And how many hits did we have on that website,
Oh,
Stacy?
last year over, I think it was over like 65,000. Oh, well over.
On the DC
Yes. Uh
SBDC.
huh.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
and
wonderful.
before that it was probably like 6,500, if that meant.
Wow. and only and even probably not even that many, Carl, after like for the whole 20 years.
Yeah.
you
I didn't.
know.
you know, but I'm not saying that they weren't doing their job. That's not what I'm saying. They were doing it differently. And
Yeah.
in today's society, if you don't have a web presence, you're not in the game. You're on the
Right. Yeah.
peripheral. You might have customers that you have for 20 years, but when they die off, what's going to happen? So
Mhm.
you're not building the legacy. You're just floating along. And so we have modernized and we have pivoted and we have moved in another direction with Stacey because she keeps our all of our collateral in uniform. So you're not wondering, oh, is that the DC SBDC or it looks a little different. I don't know who these
Mhm.
people are,
Right.
because that's important when you're branding. And so hey Stacey, you might want to talk about branding.
Yeah, definitely. And also, what's the best social media platform to be on too,
Okay,
Stacey?
so I'll start with branding. Branding tells people who you are, and you must have a consistent branding. So no matter where they see your logo, they know it's you, and it should be clear, clean. Oh, that's the DCSPDC. Oh, that's McDonald's, and your brand is you. Your brand is your
Mhm.
business's personality, as far as I'm concerned. Um, and so that's one of as far as what platform, that's one of the things that a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs struggle with because they think they need to be everywhere. But each network speaks differently, and so it has a different tone, it has a
Mhm.
different audience. So you don't need to be everywhere if you don't have anything to say to that audience, or if you don't speak in that tone. And sometimes, so it depends on your industry, what platform you should be on. And I always say, especially if you're overwhelmed and you're scared to jump out there anyway, pick the one that
Mhm.
speaks closest to your audience and the tone of your business, and start with that one. You grow that, then you go to the next one. You don't have to be everywhere, all places, because if I come to your Facebook and you haven't posted for 6 months, then I'm not
Right.
coming back.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Hmm.
true. Speaking of Facebook, is that the best platform to be on, or is it Instagram, which really is one and the same? It's owned by
Yeah.
Facebook. Where should businesses
So it
start?
depends on if you have if your business is content heavy and you have a lot of content and things that people should read or things that Facebook would be for you. But if you're a business that's highly visual, like if you're a clothing line or if you're a bakery and you have beautiful cakes or a florist, if because Instagram is primarily pictures, big beautiful pictures. And that's the thing. If you're gonna
Mhm.
be on Instagram, you can't be on there with shaggy pictures, unfocused. You have to, whatever network you're gonna be on, you have to make sure that your pictures are popping, that you have nice pictures, and pay attention to your spelling. And just want to make sure wherever you are that you represent yourself and you stay true to your brand on whatever platform you're going to start on, and which one is best for your business.
Yeah.
I,
Uh,
I've seen
mhm.
one where this company on one platform they got one set of colors, on another platform they got another set of colors, and I'm thinking to myself, are they the same company, similar company, or confused company? Because if you want to be branded, you got to be uniformed, and I can't say that enough because people out there, they got their logo on some of their stuff, no logo on most of their stuff. If you're going to spend the money to get a logo, it should be on everything.
Mhm. Well, with that said, Stacey, how can folks reach you? We got about 50 seconds before we go to commercial.
You can reach me on Instagram and on on Instagram at the Exec VA, but mostly email at spalmer at executiveva.net.
Okay. Well, we still have another segment to go, so we're going to be talking to you about, what makes a great social media post and how often should businesses post, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll be right back after these messages here on the Small Business Report on SiriusXM Radio Channel 141 HUR Voices. Stay tuned. Hey, Small Business Report listeners, we've said goodbye to summer and it's time for things to get back to our everyday autumn groove. With so much changing around us, it's difficult to find that extra time for you. With Plexiderm, all you need is 10 minutes and you can look 10 years younger. Plexiderm is a clinically studied serum that gives your appearance the right kind of changes. Visibly reduce wrinkles, fine lines, and even under eye bags in minutes. Take up to 10 years off your appearance in less than 10 minutes. The results will last for hours. Try a 6-application trial pack for just $14.95 with free shipping when you visit tryplexiderm.com or call 800-685-1292 and use the code SMALL. This order comes with free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Make those wrinkles, lines, and under-eye bags disappear with Plexiderm. Visit tryplexiderm.com or call 800-685-1292 and say the code SMALL at checkout.
Hey, Small Business Report listeners, it's your host, Carl Brown and Sharon Morton. Are you a growing, small, or mid-sized government contractor ready to reduce your back office costs? Do you want to maximize your compliance and minimize risk managing contracts? Move your business to the next level of success with At-Work Systems.
At-Work's OneLink solution provides electronic self-services to every employee, greatly reducing frustrating paperwork. Your managers get out-of-the-box processes that increases productivity, improves control, and eliminates surprises. And most importantly, your executives get the real-time data and analysis needed to make better decisions.
Take it from us here on the Small Business Report on SiriusXM. Let At-Work Systems streamline your back office and save you money while doing it.
Visit exploreatwork.com now and receive your free demo and business assessment. That's exploreatwork.com. Are you a business owner and your business needs a boost? Are you ready to build or grow a profitable business that delivers new clients and customers to you every month? Have your business highlighted on a national radio show or TV network. Let MortonMediaTV.com help you get the maximum exposure your business deserves so that you can get the customers you need. MortonMediaTV.com will help you start or grow your business rapidly through the power of TV and radio. You can reach hundreds of thousands of viewers and listeners who want to buy your product or service. At MortonMediaTV.com, our mission is to teach business owners how to use the media to their benefit. You can become a thriving entrepreneur and achieve the financial freedom you've always dreamed about. Go to MortonMediaTV.com and get your business on TV or radio for the maximum exposure you deserve and the customers you need. That's MortonMediaTV.com.
This is HUR Voices on Sirius XM Radio Channel 141 with your hosts Carl Brown and Sharon Morton.
Welcome back to the Small Business Report here on SiriusXM. And today we are talking to Stacey Palmer. She is one of the counselors at the DC Small Business Development Center. And if you were a customer and needed social media and marketing and all that good stuff, Stacey will be one of the people helping you. Mm-hmm. So, Stacey, we were talking about a whole lot of stuff just before we went to break, but should companies outsource social media?
Great question. It depends on who they're outsourcing it to. I run into a lot of clients that say, oh, my nephew is running my social media, and then I just cringe because your nephew is going to be flighty. They're going to do it when they feel like it. Or if they say they have a college intern, or if that exam comes up, then, so you have to make sure that, that someone is on the same page as you, that they have a commitment to your business. And the most important thing when getting someone to outsource, you have to understand when they're on social media, they are you. So if they're being rude to customers or if they're being non-responsive, that reflects you. So you have to, it's a considerable amount of trust. And the other thing is, just because you outsource it and just say, you feel comfortable with them, you still need to be knowledgeable of those social media networks and platforms, so you can monitor, so you can make sure that they're keeping and along with your values, and you can get the information you need. And this is kind of off the subject, but not really. If you outsource, please, please, please make sure you are in receipt of all your passwords and usernames and login information, because that person could be here today and gone tomorrow, and you will have to start over. I've seen people with thousands and thousands of followers, and they can't even get into their own account. So be the owner of your information. And
Wow.
yes,
Ownership. Oh my God. Let's talk about that, Carl. That
Oh
is
yeah,
something. Yeah, you can't even
and
get
it happens
in.
all the time. Yeah,
and
I mean,
Wow.
companies, even major companies had this
yes,
problem. They have a social media person. That person, leaves the company with all of your ID. They walk
Mm.
all of your passwords. They walk out the door, and guess what? Now you're trying to post stuff and it's not going through. You're going, well, what's the password? What's the password? No one knows the
hmm
password. And guess
Right.
what? So now you got a dead
Start
site
all
out
over.
there,
Yeah, and
and
you
you
got to start
starting
over.
all over,
and you can't
and you
Mm.
even
trying to make it sound like
yep,
it's
and you
right.
can't even delete it because it's not your site.
Yeah, you can't even delete it because you
Wow.
don't own it.
hmm
That is something for people to think about.
hmm
Oh, it is. And it happens more often than you would even think.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think,
so let,
outsourcing is a good thing because small business owners are so busy. We have so much to do. We're juggling so many things. I think that's part of what you should consider your advertising and marketing
Yes.
budget is to outsource your social media because you'll have professionals doing it. That's one less thing you have to worry about. And really, you can get it done pretty
Yes.
inexpensively.
hmm
yeah, but let me tell you something. A lot of our clients come in, and I not just at the DC Small Business Development Center, but I can tell you around the country. When you ask them, about social media and all of that, they turn to you like a deer in the headlights because they figure it costs thousands of dollars and they don't have time, and what am I going to do, and no, I don't have a budget for marketing. And that is critical when you are first, you're opening up your business. Who knows about you other than friends and family?
Right.
And if you're still depending on them for, your mortgage, car note, and food on the table,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to starve and lose everything because they're not going to be there for you for that. You have to find folks that don't know you that will do business with you,
Right.
and
Yeah.
so you got to put some money in the marketing budget
hmm
because, build it and they will come, but nah, it doesn't happen if they don't know about you.
Exactly
And
right.
some companies only charge about $100 a month. You can get social media outsourcing really inexpensively. $100 a month. If you can't afford that, then you should not be in business. Well, maybe
No,
I shouldn't say
no,
that, Carl.
you should put in money in your budget to do that, or time in your week to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Especially during the pandemic. A lot of people, a lot of restaurants, small family-owned restaurants, they're going, oh, I don't know where my customers are. I don't know where my customers are. Well, what are you doing on social media?
To get them
And
there.
one thing that I said was, and all of these big franchises, they do it. They put a little fish bowl next to the cash register, and they say, drop your card in, get a free lunch or a free
Yeah.
dinner or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're collecting all that data. They have a list now of people, customers who come in, and then so now I got a whole list of people that come to my shop. I can email them a special for the week.
Right.
Whether I got a restaurant or I'm running like a 99-cent shop, dollar store, whatever. I can tell them, I can send to them through email our specials for the week. people are like, "What? I could be doing that?" Like, yeah, you could be
And,
doing
and
that.
can I say something
Because
about
they
that,
hear
Carl?
about oh, please,
So
yeah.
what I would so now everybody's so reliant on a lot of so you just said some real stuff right there. Everybody is while social media is powerful, is great, you don't own your content on social media. When you spend the time to cultivate an email list, such as you said with the fishbowl, and you're connecting, you're collecting that information, that is now your information. Because, if Facebook starts to charge next month and you feel like you don't want to pay, you can't access that information. I don't care how many people you have on there. So it's very important not to ignore the importance of email marketing as well.
Oh yeah, that's a good
That's
idea.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, and like I was talking to a restaurateur recently, and I said, they were complaining about that, their revenue is way down, and I said, well, why don't you cook some of your dishes and put it on like YouTube or something? And they were like, that sounds like a good idea. Well, I mean, I'm not the originator of that idea. I got a
Right.
buddy of mine that he's not a chef or anything, but he cooks and he shows you how to cook and on his Facebook page. And he's got a couple hundred followers every time he's cooking. So, I mean, it worked for him, and he's not even selling what he's cooking. He's just cooking to say, hey,
I
this
cook.
is easy. I cook. This is easy, and you could do the same thing.
Right.
So I mean, I just shared that with the restaurateur, and I was like, look, you can do this because people love your dishes. So hey, if you did your favorite dish, what is your number one dish that you sell week after week? If you go ahead and cook that, it's not like you're gonna give the trade secrets away and they never come back. They're gonna cook it, but it ain't gonna be the way you cook it. All right,
Right,
so they're
right.
going to come back.
Yeah.
So
That's why they
yeah,
come back. Yeah.
That's why they come back.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I stepped up my game, but I can tell you this: when it's I do curbside delivery with some of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie. But when we do and are able to go back, I am gonna go back and be sitting in there and enjoying it. So,
Well, you have to
but
make room. You and your family gonna have to make room for me and my family because we're gonna be right there too, Carl. I can't wait till this pandemic is over so I can enjoy
can't wait.
some
I
good
want to get out of house
restaurants
jail.
again. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
listen, we're
but
down to a minute and a half. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Carl?
I was going to ask organic posts versus paid posts.
Well, you got like 30 seconds to
We might have to
answer.
do a part two on that
Stacey.
because
Yeah, there you go. There
a
you
part
go.
two.
Because look, if if you need counseling and help, come and check us out. SBDC.org. Sign up for services. We can help you.
Stacey's right there. Yeah.
I got a bunch of folks on the team. Lawyers, tax accountants, CPAs, government contract experts. I mean, you name it, we got it. You need some help, come and see us. And every SBDC around the country and around the planet actually has the same level of service and integrity and confidential counseling. All you have to do is go to Americas with an S, SBDC.org, Americas with an S, SBDC.org. If you're in Harlem, Houston, or Hollywood, we
I
got
like that,
counselors
Carl.
for you.
I like that. Well, and we got to get Stacey
Miami,
back.
Minnesota, we got some for you.
We got to get Stacey back to talk about organic posts versus paid posts. But right now, this is it. So this
Yeah,
has
we
been
got to
great, a
jump
great
out.
show.
But
Yeah.
folks, stay tuned. Next week, we'll be here with vital information that will help you grow your business.
Here on the Small Business Report on SiriusXM Radio Channel 141 HUR Voices. Thanks again for tuning in.
This has been Carl Brown and Sharon Morton giving you all the tools you need to succeed on the Small Business Report. Thank you for listening, and be sure to tune in next week at HUR Voices on SiriusXM Channel 141. Please don't forget to like us on Facebook. And for more tips on starting, growing, and financing your business, visit us at thesmallbusinessreport.biz.